Hello there and welcome to Chris's Retro Corner. I'm Chris, this is my Retro Corner, and this is my Sinclair ZX81. In a previous video, and I'll link it up here for you, I had a quick look at a very quick and easy, very dirty way of possibly restoring the keyboard back to function. It worked for me, so yeah, happy days, and it's worked for quite a while. However, that now doesn't work anymore. I'll show you what I mean. I'll just drag my finger across the screen and you can see that occasionally it'll pick up something, but not with every key press. So if we find something that doesn't work, so the A key there for instance, load, I can't load anything, and that's the problem. So not every key is working on there, and usually just dragging your finger across the keyboard would result in a whole bunch of input. I'm trying to shoot another video, so I've popped this down off the shelf, plugged it in, set the video up, and yeah, I can't type on it. So I'm going to investigate the reason for this. I suspect it's going to be with the keyboard tails, the membrane tails inside. I suspect they've possibly cracked again, so I'm going to have another look. So let's switch this off. Unplug it, pop those over there, and we'll dig in. Okay, so let's have a look. I think I can see the culprit straight away. So let's get you guys a little closer. Don't know if you can see. If I can hold this, don't know if I can. There we go. It's a little hard to see here, but just there, it looks like there's. If I fold that over, I think I see where that's going. Perhaps that was on top of those resistors there. Okay. So yeah, it looks potentially like those membrane tails have cracked again. I'm gonna have a proper snoop. Bear with me a second. Pop some specs on. Have a slightly closer look. Okay, so definitely a problem here, I think, as well. Where that's split across from this cut here. So I have a plan, and what I'm going to try and do is use an old scrap floppy disk cable, remove these connectors, extend using the cable off the board to the connectors, and again perhaps trim down the membrane tails. The keyboard does work, and that's the thing. I don't want to lose the original membrane, because the aftermarket replacements nowadays, although very good, apparently they're not quite as touchy as the originals. I know a lot of people said the original keyboard was absolutely terrible, but yeah, apparently to tap they were actually not too bad, whereas, like I say, the modern replacements tend to require a little bit more of a push from what I've read. So I want to try and stick with the original keyboard on this as long as I can. So yeah, we'll undo that and extend the connectors. Ultimately what I want to do is put some pin headers on here and so it can be sort of fully removable without upsetting anything else anymore. Just going to have another snoop before I start taking anything apart just yet. Okay, yeah, there's definitely an issue there. I must have spotted it when I did the original tails trim. That there, I've put a bit of tape over it, and yeah, I can feel that that's not right. That one there, again, not so hot. So it looks like I'm going to have to trim these down to about here. And the idea is going to be to take the connectors off the board, and then stick them to the underside of the case. Nothing too drastic. I'll either use something like these, I think, sort of little sticky pads, and ultimately I will probably hot glue gun these to the underside of the case. Again, nothing too destructive, but yeah, sort of making a permanent connection there. So I'll have a look at these connectors, and then set about taking them off the board. I also need to have a bit of a think about how these connectors are going to lay, probably around here on the board, which orientation, if you see my point. And there we go. That's that connector off. It's quite a painstaking process, taking that off the board. I don't want to melt the connector. I don't want to damage the connector really in any way. I certainly don't want to damage the board, and sort of lift any traces or anything. So yeah, I'll clean that up, and yeah, that's one down. There we go. That's the board. That's the board cleaned up. Lovely. And the if you can see that as well. And that's the connector cleaned up as well. So that's one down. Time to get on to the other one. Show you that one as well. It's come out really cleanly from there. That's really nice. That's the, where are we? And that's the connector. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, now I need to have a think about where I want to route the wires, how I'm gonna route those inside. I don't, like I said, I probably need to cut those off about here and stick those connectors down. I need to solder wire to the connectors, think about how that wire's sitting inside when the board's in, and yeah, get that done as well. So let's have a bit of a think. If I remember rightly, there is just a tiny piece of keyboard tail caught in this connector. Pretty sure I can see it, and I'm sure it's going to take me a little while to get that out. Not sure if I got that out. I don't think I did, but I can't see it anymore. So there shouldn't be anything interfering with the connectors as they make contact with the tails. There we go, not much going back from that. That's the tails tidied up. Just make sure these are going to push on there. Pretty sure they're going to. Yeah, I think that's okay. And that should as well. A little bit more thought going into whether I attach these and push them on now, or when I've got the wires on there. I really don't know. Don't know what's for the best. So I'll have a think about that. I need to have a quick look at which way around the contacts are on here. Bend those legs ever so slightly. There we go, just a bit of an angle, so they're not completely flush. Stick that to the board, so that's going to go that way around. Need to take just a little bit more off the side of that one. It's all very fine, fine tolerances and fettling. Okay, we need 13 wires. Count those across and then remove them. 13, yep, 13. 8. 13, good. Okay. Need to bear off just a little bit at the very end of each one of these. And whilst we're here, probably do the other side as well. feel I need to double check, triple check, quadruple check. I'm definitely doing this the right way around. So yeah, definitely that way. No, it looks like I'm going to need the recess a little deeper than that. Should be good. Check that one again. So let's start soldering these together. Well, that's definitely harder than it looks. Seems to at least now will be on there, so that's good. I'll show you guys just really quickly. So, yeah. One more to do. Those are the two connectors. Not the best of soldering jobs. That wire is particularly hard to solder, but I've got there in the end. I believe I've got a good connection for each of the pins, so that's solid on there in the end. Kind of bent these off a little bit of an angle so they'll sit side by side in the case. So now the next trick is going to be getting the membrane tails attached. Let's put that out of the way for a second. Last time round I actually put some sticky back plastic, or some sellotape of sorts, just on the back of the membrane. There's a little bit still left on that one. I think I'm going to do that again. It feels like it just needs an extra bit of support. I was test fitting these earlier, and it just felt like it needed some extra support. You see the membrane tail there really wants to bend. So yeah, just need to think about how I'm going to put those in there very carefully. There we go, that's the membrane tails re-strengthened. Pop these on. Like it, I was trying ever so hard not to bend the remaining tails any more than I really had to. So let's see what we've got, and we shall stick those down. I want enough length on this cable so I can take the top off, work on the board if I need to, without necessarily overstretching anything. Okay, I'll show you that quickly. That's the soldering done. Try and get it in shot. There we go. So yeah, just going to trim down a couple of those wires because they look a little bit long still. And there we go. Hopefully that's problem solved. Hopefully it all fits in. Might have to move the wires just a little bit to make sure there's enough relief. Okay, let's pop this back together and see if it works. Okay, so let's tidy some of this up. Okay, a moment of truth. Might have to finesse the tuning just a little bit. Can't quite see around the corner. Here we go. On she goes. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, 6. Press the key, Chris. Oh no. Oh, look at that. We will have to see. Yeah. Load working. Not sure if that's 100% fixed. Oh, we haven't got the tuning this time. There we go. Interesting. We've got load. Okay. That's handy. Shift. So we can do it. Great. That's what we needed to do. So that's... Oh, our tuning's gone again. There we go. Yeah, and it's back. Okay, so at least we can load something, so that's great. Oh dear. Yeah. Do you know what? That's... Maybe I was... Oh, we still dodgy on the top. Yes, we are. Oh, 5. 5. Yeah. Oh, something's not quite right. There's probably one connector that's not making good contact. But if we can load something, that's what I need to be doing. So looks like I'll be revisiting this yet again, but for now, yeah, that'll do. So thanks for watching. Take care now, and I'll see you again in the next one.